I think she's running for the door, which is probably smart. But- Oh, she had to get the special guest. Or we had to fill Kim in with something, so. Okay. Let me just take this opportunity to thank SEPAC. Particularly this version of SEPAC has done extraordinary work in the community under great leadership, and I'm excited to hear what you've done for 21-22.
I love
Can we get the camera
You
on
gotta
the
get the
t-shirts?
shirts. Oh my
You
God.
gotta get
Yes.
the camera on the t-shirts. Stand up. That's.
Your Facebook
There it
post
is.
is not
Thank you.
advocacy.
Thank you.
What
No,
a
you guys
great-
are working it. You're right. That's awesome.
That's great.
That's awesome.
It takes a lot of work. I think people don't understand
Yeah.
that sometimes. Well, thank you for having us. I am Danielle Graziano. I'm the co-chair of Special Education Parent Advisory Council.
I am Christine O'Hara, the secretary of CPAC.
And Kim Ferreira is our other co-chair. She couldn't be here tonight. I think she reached out to
She did.
everybody. Yeah.
She did.
She was bummed, but she had better plans.
Well,
And this is John Graziano, and he's going to help me on one of our slides.
Great.
I'm gonna wait.
Nice.
I don't know how to use
Down,
this.
if you use the down arrow, point it this way, Em.
Down arrow?
Yep. and
Okay.
point it
Yeah,
right
it
over
has to
here.
point at that.
There you go.
Just a quick overview of what CPAC is and what we focus on. CPAC is an all-volunteer town-wide group of parents and caregivers of students with special education needs. CPAC collaborates with the Weymouth Public Schools Administration, School Committee, Townwide Parent Council, individual school parent councils, community groups, and leaders and building administrators to promote equal access to educational opportunities, exchange ideas, and share solutions to both complex and challenging issues. CPAC is different than a PTO and a PTA. While those groups mainly focus on fundraising, CPAC is mandated, and we focus on advocacy. What is our focus? We inform our parents of their rights, their students' rights, education laws and regulations that impact their students. We serve as a resource for information and support about the special education process. We promote a network of parents and caregivers. I don't like the term guardians, I missed that one though, of students with special education needs, and provide a local forum to share information.
Can I just ask real quick, could you just scoot your microphone in a little bit? Helps with the
Closer.
feedback
Good.
sometimes,
Good.
even closer.
We promote a community-wide understanding of issues influencing special education, foster collaboration within our schools and our community, and encourage full access and inclusion for all Weymouth students. The difference between CPAC and a PTO and PTA: a CPAC is a public body which serves as an advisor to the school committee and district on matters that pertain to the education and safety of students with disabilities. In addition, the CPAC has a duty to meet regularly with school officials to participate in the planning, development, and evaluation of the district's special education programs. CPAC does not just represent families from one school. I'm sorry. I'm distracted. One back. CPAC does not represent families from one school, but we serve the entire district. Yep. Yeah. Oh, I went the wrong way.
Okay. We had many presentations this year. The Federation for Children with Special Needs presented Understanding the IEP, which is a presentation that delves into the individual education program document, its development, the breakdown of each section, and understanding how the document will support a student. We had Angela Ferreira from Advocacy Associates of Massachusetts, and she discussed special education basic rights and meaningful parent participation in the IEP. Then we had Dr. David Murphy. I'm going blind. The overall goal was to help create connections with your student while also helping understanding the neurological basis of the diagnosis and learning profile, providing a variety of tried and true tools and strategies that help build executive functioning skills. We had Andrea Hendershot, she's a BCBA and Director of Special Education Advocacy for Proven Behavioral Solutions. And she had a presentation on demystifying ABA, which is Applied Behavior Analysis, and its function in school and at home. Mass Advocates then came in and presented an anti-bullying workshop with Massachusetts Advocates for Children.
Oh, the notes are gone. Do you remember what you were gonna say?
Yeah.
You can That's good. Who is this? Who came to see us? Was this our friend?
Yeah.
And what is his name?
Jonathan Garrett.
And what did he come and speak to us about? I can't hear you. He came and spoke to us about autism, and what was he facing when he had cancer, right? Jonathan Gardner is a good friend of ours and has been really a great mentor to John and has been advocating for what's called self-directed care. And that's having a person with a disability being the decision maker, but also having a support system around them to make decisions when they're facing a medical issue as serious as cancer. And Jonathan just yesterday was at the State House advocating for the self-directed care bill, which we stay very in close contact with him to see that advocacy work. And hopefully someday Johnny will be standing up with him at the podium advocating.
Absolutely.
And you are all set if you want to be all done. You're all set if you want to be done. Thank you. Thank you for helping.
Good job, John, thank you.
Go ahead. Nobody wants to look at the pictures.
It's okay.
SEPAC had representation at our many events throughout the community this year. We kicked off the year with supplying some of the schools with gluten-free and alternative snacks for the year-end celebration last year. We had representation at the Weymouth's Great Pumpkin Giveaway. That picture on the top corner is our mobile sensory cart that we did this year. And we were able to help out the Arc of the South Shore's Autism Resource Center at their sensory-friendly viewing of a movie at the Cameo, and we supported some of their kids there, that needed a little extra support. We also provided the sensory cart to Relate Church for their sensory-friendly breakfast with Santa. And we're at our first international night. These are just the many collaborations we had. We were able to partner with many local community partners, as well as Weymouth Public Schools collaborations. SEPAC is an active member in many affiliations and agencies, such as Mass Families Organizing for Change, Massachusetts Developmental Disabilities Council, the Doug Flutie Foundation, the Arc of the Massachusetts and the South Shore, the Federation for Children with Special Needs, and Weymouth for Inclusion, Solidarity, and Equity. We also ensure to stay in touch with our local WEA, our townwide parent council, and our local parent councils with their issues and concerns. We were able to collaborate with the ERSA funds, with townwide parent council and WISE to hold an informational session. Like I said before, we partnered with the Autism Resource Center and the Arc of the South Shore doing their sensory-friendly events. We had an informational session that we co-hosted with townwide parent council. and the Relate Church Santa, Sensory Friendly Santa, and Harvest Fest with CFCE. Many people ask us what our why is. We just thought it was important to, oh, I'm sorry. Did I click that? These were just things that, this was kind of our passion and what our mission is going forward with CPAC.
Could you get my phone? Just to read it.
I have to hook it up to the internet, I'm sorry. It's all hooked up. It's all hooked up. So what my why is, my passion to be involved in CPAC was not only to educate myself, but my community.
What do you do?
Can you please just go take a break? It's okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Please can I go to the internet?
I'm sorry, do you want to go while I'm?
Do you want to give mine to die in a second?
You want to read yours?
Yeah. So I got involved after a traumatic event that my son had at a young age, and I just wanted to use that experience to advocate for schools to be a safe and equitable place for all of our kids.
There you go. Sorry about that. My passion was to be involved with CPAC was not only to educate myself, but my community on inclusive education, that regardless of any challenges, students are placed in the least restrictive environment and are fully included and supported in the classroom and school-sponsored activities such as before and after school clubs, sports, and arts. We also took on the task of attending every single open house, which we did, and we were really excited to do that with the support of, a lot of people that was helping us with CPAC, and connected to a really great amount of families this year, which really, we were excited to hit that goal. That was one of our goals last year, so it was nice to be able to hit that one. This was our Harvest Fest with the CFCE at the beginning of the year. We were so happy to see some of the school committee members there. It was a great opportunity. We had some educators there that had tables set up that did certain activities, some little arts, a sensory station. Kim Doyle had her amazing setup that they allowed the kids to run through. And we had the bubble barge lady, and which was a huge hit. Bubbles are amazing for kids. It was great. It was a great collaboration. You want to see if this was our video from Special Olympics. Mr. Wegger, you have a great cameo in it. There's so many people to thank for the amazing welcome back to Special Olympics. Maggie Murphy and the planning committee, but especially Maggie Murphy for her planning and involving us in that conversation. They took our suggestions and really made them to come to reality. Weymouth Public Schools as a whole, we thank you. That was a great day. I don't think we could have changed anything. It was a great comeback. And to our elected officials that took the time out of their day to hang out with our kids, the addition of, we promoted an addition of a nomination style to choose the Grand Marshal and the Junior Marshal to bring a little feel of equity as well as the position of MC. And we promoted to add peer buddies, which showed the true meaningful and inclusive friendships that are being made district-wide and should be celebrated and acknowledged. I personally want to thank the peer buddies for you just being a good friend, because that was really highlighted that day. Those kids, it's normal to them. They're just their friends. It's no different than any other day, and it was great to see that. I especially want to thank Jackson Crowley, because he is like my son's best friend, and he really has changed his life, and it's been really amazing to see. I swear I wasn't going to cry tonight. This is just some more pictures, and our special education students infrequently participate in after-school clubs. Realizing this was a real inequity in the district, this was a great opportunity for us to not only assist and support, but collaborate to make this happen. We threw out an idea to Principal Fratt and some of the special educations, and board was Unified Arts. Our CEP educators were more than happy to offer this, and it was a great inclusive event. One of our next year's goals will be to push this out district-wide. I think there's just more pictures there. We did it 4 weeks, so one hour every Thursday. Every Thursday for 4 weeks, and they did a different activity each week, so it was really great.
Mason asked for art camp each week.
Yeah, mine too, my art.
It was nice.
Partnering with amazing team at Weymouth High School and Allen Strauss, we were able to turn the unified basketball game into a resource for our families as well. We welcomed our friends from Weymouth Street Hockey League, Best Buddies, the Great Blizz Hockey, and Merge for Inclusion. Our educators also came to offer support to some of our kids, so our primary students could attend and, be supported while they were there. So what's next? These are our major goals, and then I'll go into specific. Continue advocacy on crucial space concern and ensure adequate space for all learners. Continue to partner with Weymouth Public Schools administration, leaders, educators in our community to promote inclusive education. Continue to offer support and education and resources to all our families and caregivers. Some specific goals that we will be working on will be ensuring the safety of our students that require extra support are advocated for during planning and implementation of safety plans. Working with special education leadership on offering office hours for our non-English speaking or our English as a second language families that have specific special education concerns and questions. We've already began those discussions with special education leaders, and they were more than happy to kind of explore that and how we can support that. And expand our pilot unified arts to other schools. Increase family engagement. Increase participation in Special Olympics, and expand to a more unified model. We also want to include next year the Sam Getman Memorial Unified Sports Scholarship. So that will be selected, and Friends of Weymouth SEPAC will pay for a student to participate in unified arts. So we're going to work on that with our building leaders to decide how we can choose that person. But I think that's a really important thing to honor Sam Getman's family, and I think it's a nice way to keep that memory alive. We're excited to welcome our new treasurer, Jess Spencer. She will be joining us in September. She'll meet with us throughout the summer too, but she will have our first CPAC meeting in September. And then June 21st, we're going to have our last official meeting, and that's going to be with some of our Weymouth Public Schools leaders from each avenue, from pre-K to Allen, and they're going to be talking about transitions. So pre-K to kindergarten, kindergarten to the primaries, primaries to Chapman, and then Chapman to the high school. So just to go over, what our best strategies are, how we can support our students a little bit more, because that Chapman's going to be a big change for a lot of people, and what we can do before, be proactive about it. SEPAC's working on a social story. That should be done the night of our meeting too, so we'll push that out then. My last slide, and I'm not going to read it because I'm not going to cry. I will read the quote because I thought it was perfect. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. I'm truly going to miss Alan and Mary Ellen, and I said I wasn't going to cry. I wouldn't be sitting at this table had it not been for Mary Ellen. She continued to tell me to keep coming, and I did, and I truly appreciate that. And Alan, the same thing. He has changed this district to really make us all feel welcome, and that truly is, I'm so thankful to that. I just want to read the bottom because I think it's important. I said, these two amazing leaders have not only made Weymouth a better place, but have molded and empowered others to take on community leaders, and we will continue this work and make you proud. And I think that's it before I step ballad.
Wonderful, thank you so much. Anyone from the committee? Go ahead, Dr. Sherlock-Shingra.
I just want to say thank you both and Kim for all the work that you've done. SEPAC is not only an incredibly active community organization, SEPAC is actually effective at accomplishing the mission and the goals that you set out to do, which you can't say that for every single organization that folks start up. So congratulations on that. And you also accomplish your mission and your goals in a meaningful way. I've never seen SEPAC tokenize or take shortcuts, and you deserve a lot of credit for that. So I see your hard work. I see the effort that you go to educate the community, and to actually advocate, not just Facebook advocate. So
Don't just post on Facebook.
So I really want to thank you and Kim and everybody behind you who's currently a member of SEPAC and who is in SEPAC past. And I just want to say thank you because I know that you're giving credit to other people for saying that they're making the district a better place, but so are you. So thank you very much.
Thank you. I want to thank the committee too, because Mr. Wargo and Melanie and Brian, you really have given us a seat at the table, and I feel like we've taken that opportunity and kind of ran with it, and I really truly appreciate you guys.
Thank you for running with it.
Thank you. Thank you. We good?
Anyone? Go ahead, Mrs. Khan.
Yeah, Rebecca said it perfectly.
Oh, you're not off the hook yet.
But I did want to, like you said, you've brought CPAC back up. How you feeling for next year? You feeling good? It's a lot of work.
I feel good. Yeah, it is.
I think it's phenomenal that you went to every open house. You got to get the word out there, and people don't know what they don't know. And also to Superintendent Wargo, that he meets with CPAC townwide and Wiser as in one spot. It's a simple thing, but it goes a long way, and I really
Absolutely.
appreciate it because it's all time. It's all your time, and his time as well. But the members of CPAC and the officers make that time, and it's great. You're all the presentations. I've never seen so many presentations. I don't know if you had more the year before, but these are great presentations.
They've been really great
Yeah.
about doing Zoom too. It's really
Yeah.
equitable to our
Zoom.
families.
Yeah.
It's easier for us to get to those
So
things.
on the Unified Arts, I'm sorry, where did you do that?
We did at West Augusta.
Okay,
The CEP
thought so.
teachers were more than happy to
Okay.
jump
And then
on
you're going to
board.
try to,
We're going to try to expand that, yeah.
sure. Well, it's amazing, great job. And
Thank you,
yep.
thank you.
So you're going to mentor somebody else to keep coming to the meeting.
Hopefully,
coming
yeah,
to the
yeah,
meeting.
and that's our other drive, is that
Absolutely.
we want everybody to want to
That's
do
right.
this. We want,
That's right.
it's a commitment,
It's-
but
It is a commitment, but it's important.
It feels good. It feels good to make change,
Absolutely.
And I think it's important.
Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you.
Great.
And I want to say, we've had a great response to family engagement. A lot more families are reaching out for help, so for support.
Because they know about it now. I
Because-
mean,
Because we're here.
years ago,
Yeah.
and nobody cared.
Yeah.
I was like, it's mandated.
Yep.
But we didn't have it.
Yeah. And we're more than happy to look at people's IEPs, answer any questions. We're here. We're here. Use us. You know, we're willing to
Absolutely.
put the time in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me just say one quick thank you myself, that, you know, like, I think we all stand on the shoulders of giants, so previous iterations of CPAC have done wonderful, wonderful work, but this is a whole other level, and I really appreciate all that you've done. I drew the right straw when I got to come to the April meeting because Jonathan was extraordinary.
Yeah.
He wasn't feeling well that night, he pushed through.
Yeah.
I know a friend of your family, but, you know, the opportunity for special ed families to have that connection. I'm very jealous because I have a nephew who is autistic, nonverbal, all that sort of thing. He would benefit so much from bubble sleds and, you know, sensory things and stuff like that. So I'm sending all of your stuff down to Bridgewater Rainham, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh, well, I
right.
have friends in Bridgewater Rainham.
There you go.
so-
Oh, you got something going, you know what I'm saying?
Just one other question. So you're doing a social story, a video? Is that a video?
Nope, a social story is a visual story, so it's a little bit less wordy. So a kid can kind of see a visual of what's going to happen.
So when you say you're going to get that out, is it going to go on the school website?
I would like it to
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
we've talked with Melanie. I've gotten some support from Melanie and Matt to take what they
Okay.
have to put into
Okay.
that. So
Thank you.
I think it will be a really great opportunity.
Great presentation. You're doing great.
Thank you, thank you. The other
As
thing
long as you can hook
I-
up to the internet.
yes, you guys need better internet. I want to thank Christine and Kim too, because I don't think they realized what they were getting into
No, probably
when
not.
I asked them to do CPAC. But I think it's been, yeah, I think it's
Absolutely.
been great. I think
They
it's
stuck
been a
around,
good
though.
collaboration between the three of us too.
Great.
We talk about 16 times a day.
I can imagine.
All right, now you're off the hook. Thank
Okay,
you so much.
thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we're on to a hot topic, the fee cycle.